Serge Monast, 1945 December 5, 1996, was a Québécois investigative journalist, poet, essayist, and conspiracy theorist. He is known to English-speaking readers mainly for Project Blue Beam, NASA, and associated conspiracy tropes. His works on Masonic conspiracy theories and the New World Order also remain popular with French-speaking conspiracy theorists and enthusiasts. Biography. In the 1970s and 1980s, Monast was a journalist, poet, and essayist. He was an active member of the Social Credit Party of Canada. In the early 1990s, he started writing on the theme of the New World Order and conspiracies hatched by secret societies, being particularly inspired by the works of William Guy Carr. He founded the International Free Press Agency, AIPL, L'Agence Internationale de Presse Libre, where he published most of his work on these themes, achieving some prominence with an interview on esotericist and ufologist Richard Glenn's TV show Esoterisme Experimental, in which he repeatedly warned his audience about the dangers of a world government. He was interviewed by Glenn a number of times up to 1996. In 1994, he published Project Blue Beam, NASA, in which he detailed his claim that NASA, with the help of the United Nations, was attempting to implement a New Age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a new world order, via a technologically simulated second coming of Christ. He also gave talks on this topic. Other conspiracy theorists have noted the similarity of Project Blue Beam to the plots of Gene Roddenberry's unreleased 1975 Star Trek movie treatment The God Thing and the 1991 Star Trek, The Next Generation episode Devil's Due. In 1995, he published his most detailed work, Les Protocoles de Toronto, 6.6.6, modeled upon the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, wherein he said a Masonic group called 6.6.6 had, for 20 years, been gathering the world's powerful to establish the New World Order and control the minds of individuals. By 1995 and 1996, Monast said he was being hunted by the police and authorities for involvement in networks of prohibited information. He had homeschooled his 2 children, who were then taken away and made wards of the state in September 1996 so that they would receive a public education. He died of a heart attack in his home in December 1996, at age 51, the day after being arrested and spending a night in jail. His followers claim his death was suspicious, suggesting he was assassinated by psychotronic weapons to keep from continuing his investigations, and that Jerry Fletcher, the Mel Gibson character in the 1997 film Conspiracy Theory, was modeled on him. Copies of his works still circulate on the Internet, and have influenced such later conspiracy theorists as American evangelical preacher Texie Mars. Some of his later works have been reissued by French publisher and conspiracy theorist Jacques Delacroix, along with others writing on the themes of Monast's conspiracy-related work. Publications: Testament contre hier et domaine. Manifeste de l'amour d'Ici, self-published, 1973. Jean Hébert, Chartierville, self-published, 1974. Jos Violin, Essai d'investigation littéraire sur le comportement du Québécois, self-published, 1975, 1977. With Colette Caras, Aimé Lebeau, and Lisa Parent, La Famille, Mythe et réalité québécois, Rapport présenti au Conseil des affaires sociales et de la famille, Vol. 1, Conseil des affaires sociales et de la famille, 1974, 1976. El Habitant, Editions de l'Aube, 1979. L'Aube des Braziers Nocturnes. Essai sur l'amour, Editions de l'Aube, 1980. Chris in Times, Poésie, Editions de l'Aube, 1980. La Création Irrécupérable, Essay, Editions de l'Aube, 1981. Meditations sur les commandements de Dieu, Editions de l'Aube, 1983. La Médaille de Saint-Benoît ou La Croix de Saint-Benoît, Courrier de Saint-Joseph, 1984. ILEST minuit moins 15 secondes à Ottawa, de l'impossible dualité canadienne à l'éclatement d'une guerre civile, dossier d'enquête journalistique, La Presse libre nord-américaine, 1992. Présentation de René Bergeron, Le corps mystique de l'Antéchrist, Montréal, Presse libre nord-américaine, Dossiers Chocs, 1993, reprint of 1941 book. Le Gouvernement mondial de l'Antéchrist, Journalisme d'enquête international, La conspiration mondiale des Illuminatis, vol. 1, Editions de la Presse libre, 1994. Reissued by Delacroix. The United Nations Concentration Camps Program in America, Coup d'État and War Preparations in America, Book 1, Presse libre nord-américaine, 1994. Vaccins, Médecine militaire expérimentale, Christos liquide, Dossier d'enquête journalistique, CIA, Presse libre nord-américaine, 1994. Project Blue Beam, NASA, Presse libre nord-américaine. Le Protocole de Toronto, 6.6.6. Quebec Année 0, International Free Press Agency, 1995. Le Control Total 666, Cahiers d'Aranos or Seria, Call. Enquêtes études Reflections by Commission d'études Aranos. Reissued by Delacroix. Dévoilement du complot relatif au plan du chaos et de marquage de l'humanité, Editions Delacroix. Le complot des Nations Unies contre la quotient, Editions Rinth, 1995.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.